going through these curses. We the Israelites in Deuteronomy 28, going through these curses. We ain't part of 12 tribe of Israel, then you can't relate. Going through these curses. With the Most High, we ain't listening, we disobey. Now we going through curses. Come back to these laws, follow Mashiach and keep the faith. To get rid of these curses. They know what they did, they don't ever wanna make the shit. Put us on slave shit, now we in this predicament. Straight killing shit, raped and pillaging. Separate our families off to nuts like a dealership. Sold everywhere, y'all didn't even care. Slowed all this land and be acting like it's theirs. Made us work for free and build your whole kingdom up. Got us paying rent, if you don't, you evicting us. Cops pull us over, shoot us so they choke us out. Own people had their phone now, never help us out. What happened to that killer shit you rap about? Quit to kill your bro, but you're oppressor, you backing out. We the Israelites in Deuteronomy 28, going through these curses. We ain't part of 12 tribe of Israel, then you can't relate. Going through these curses. With the Most High, we ain't listening, we disobey. Now we going through curses. Come back to these laws, follow Mashiach and keep the faith. To get rid of these curses. We the salt of the earth, we the ones with the flavor. How we let these weak niggas count and enslave us. Cause we before the creator, anger. Lost our protection, put our life on danger.
All right. Shalawam, shalawam, shalawam. Let's give all praises be to the Most High YAHAWAH. Once again, all praises be to the Most High YAHAWAH, our Father. And we want to say thank you to our big brother, our friend, his only begotten son, Hamashiach Yahawashi, the water, Hamashiach Yahawashi. Shalawam to all the Ox out there, all the Ahchwaths out there. What a beautiful thing is that we made it through another day. And here we are this day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you have made it this far, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share so we can continue to edify and get this message out to our people to help one another and build one another. As the song said, we are the Israelites and we are going through the curses right now. Why? Because we disobeyed the Most High. And we continually, as a nation of people, continually disobey the Most High. So this is why it's important to edify one another so one can know who they are and where they descend from and come from. And with that information, we would hope that they would turn and love the Most High and follow his commandments that was given to us for knowledge. And in Proverbs, I always like to start off here. Proverbs 3:1, it says, my son, forget not my law. This is why we need the law. But let not thy heart keep thy Salakia. But let thy heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy, which we need mercy, and truth. What is truth? The law is truth. Forsake thee. Bind them upon thy neck. Write them upon the table of thy heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of the Most High YAHAWAH and man. Trust in YAHAWAH with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Always ending with verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear YAHAWAH, and depart from evil, wickedness. So today will be a fairly quick one. I just wanted to kind of go into something to kind of, as they would say, shake these dry bones, rattle these dry bones. But before we actually get to the dry bone part, I just want to touch on a few things, and we're going to go to our brother Baruch, which was Jeremiah's scribe. This is in the 1611 King James Bible. 1611, as you can see on the screen, King James Bible. If you don't have you one, you need to order you one. Go and get you one ASAP, because if you do not have this, you are missing out on information. Okay, a 1611 King James Bible. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, and I'm going to start at verse 1, and then I'm going to jump down to verse 25. It says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High Yahawah, and the law that endureth forever. So the law endures forever, is not done away with. All they that keep it shall come to life. How do you get eternal life? Well, you keep the law. And I know somebody is going to say, well, we're not saved by the law. No, we're not saved by the law, because our brother Hamashiach Yahushua came back and he gave his life for us. So we are saved by grace. But as his brother James said, show me your faith without works. Okay, so just having faith is not enough. You have to turn from your wickedness that you were living in and show the work of the righteousness that you now understand. This is why we say to edify one another. So all they that keep it shall come to life. That's how you come to life, right? You leave the death, you leave the wicked, you leave the evil, and come to life. But such as leave it shall die. So when you don't hearken to the words of the Most High about the law, and know what the law says about what is rebellion against the Most High or transgression against the Most High, then you will what? Die. It says, turn thee, O Jacob, which is Israel, and take hold of it. So you need to take hold of the Most High word. Walk in the presence. Let me blow this up a little more if I can. Yeah, here we go. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou may be illuminated. Give not thy honor to another, because this is for Israel, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. Salakia. O Israel, this is why I said it's for Israel, because it says, O Israel, how happy are we as a nation of people, happy are we for the things that are pleasing to the Most High Yahawah or Elohim are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people. The memorial of Israel. Why do we need to be in good cheer? Because as it says, yes, the song started off and it says, yes, we are those Israelites and we are going through the curses. But the beautiful thing about that is the reason why we can have cheer, the reason why we can be happy as a nation of people is because verse 6 lets us know you were sold to the people or to the nations, meaning the other people of the world, not for your destruction, though. So when we were on slave ships and we came over here and we were sold as cargo, it wasn't for our destruction, even though it seemed that way on the outside. It says you were not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High Yahawah to wrath. So he angered him. He was angry. He was upset with us. You were delivered unto who? Your enemies. Unto the enemies. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto who? Devils. And not to the Most High Yahawah. So this is how we angered him and provoked him, because our ancestors was doing what? Sacrificing to devils, just as they do today with the false images, with these false churches, with the idolatry. Just as they're doing today, it's the same thing that they were doing back then. Ye have forgotten the everlasting. Let me rise this up some. Here we go. Ye have forgotten the everlasting Elohim that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. So now it's going to go into all of these different things. Like I said, if you have not read this, please continue to read it. But for time's sake and for my lesson and message of the day, I'm going to jump down to verse 25. And this is what I kind of want to get into. So just know on that part that I read that yes, we are in captivity still to this day, but it was not for our destruction. It was because we angered the Most High and provoked him. Verse 25 says, my children, suffer patiently. And this is what we must do, Israel. We must suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High or Elohim, right? I know in a modern day, if you're watching this and you don't know what Elohim means, it just means powers, right? In a modern day, or the way somebody may say it is Elohim, okay? So it says, for thy enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck. So the one that's our enemy that we were sold to, it says shortly his destruction will come, and then we will be on his necks, right? My delicate ones have gone rough ways. So Israel, which is his delicate ones, have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. So these people that enslaved us, put us in captivity, raped our women and men, set us on fire, hung us, lynched us, made us work for nothing all day, just horrible treatment, no clothing, no food really, beat, whipped, babies fed to alligators, man sodomized, men taken advantage of, whether it was little boys, little girls, just on and on and on. Anything that you could possibly think of that a people would do to someone who's enslaved and very evil about it. This is what the nations have done to, as it said, his delicate ones. I didn't call them that. This is what the Bible says. But once again, Israel, it says, be of good comfort. That's the beautiful thing about this. Yes, our ancestors and us have went through a lot of different things, even to this very day in 2024. But one thing we must remember, it says, is be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High Yahawah, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. We will be remembered. The Most High will remember his children as he did in Egypt when he sent Moses, right? For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. So all of the Israelites is coming to the understanding now that it was our ancestors that sinned and rebelled against the Most High Yahawah. Now that you come into this understanding and you know that you are a child of Israel, the children of the Most High, it says now being returned, seek him 10 times more. So you have to put forth not just a little effort, it had to put forth 10 times more effort, right? It says, for he that have brought these plagues upon you. So these were plagues that were brought upon a nation of people, Israel, shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. All praises be to the Most High Yahawah for that. Miserable are they that afflicted thee. So those other nations that afflicted us and put us in slavery and captivity, it says miserable are they going to be, and rejoice at thy fall. They rejoice when we fell as a nation of people. That's why they didn't want us to remember who we was. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. Why is it going to be miserable for them? Because when the Messiah comes back, he's going to set everything, or he's going to set everything in order. And those people that touch his children, his delicate ones, they're going to have to answer for the things that they did to his people. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. So those places that you see now that are built up, Dubai and Saudi Arabia and America and South America and all these places that you see built up that look so glorious that people take vacations to and things like, they're going to be ruined. They're going to be tore down by the Messiah. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. So don't think these are my words. This is what the Bible says. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting. See, I told you they were going to be destroyed. These places are not going to be standing anymore. Okay, why? Why are they not going to be standing? Because it says, for fire from the Messiah, the Hamashiach, right? The anointed one shall come from what? The everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of what? Devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High Yahweh. Lo, thy sons come. Where will we come from? Whom thou hast sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Quadash one, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High Yahweh. And we notice what happened. How we noted by the dry bones. Let me get a few more. Now, if you have a problem with this, the reason you have a problem with this is because, and if you are Israelite and you have a problem with this, what I'm reading is Hosea 4:6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. The reason you have a problem with this is because you lack the knowledge of the scriptures, because they have rejected knowledge, as the Most High says. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High Yahweh. I will also forget thy children. And they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. See, our people sinned against the Most High, and we had glory at once upon a time with King David and all the other kings before him. Some of them were sinful and some were good, but as a nation of people, we still had the Most High with us, right? Of course, until the temple got destroyed. Why? Because our people sinned. That was our problem. The nation of Israel continued to sin against the Most High. And it says in Job 15 verse 16, it says, how much more abominable and filthy is who? Man. Now, is it talking about all the man of the earth? No, it's talking about the Israelites. How much more abominable and filthy is man, which drinketh what? Iniquity, which is sin, like water. So the Israelites were drinking sin, iniquity, rebellion against the Most High laws, transgression against the Most High laws. They were drinking it, eating it up, drinking it up like water. And I know people drink water every day. So if you're drinking water every day, just think about that's how the Israelite men were taking in sin. Dry bones. Ezekiel 37, the vision of the valley of the dry bones. And it says, the hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the Rakah of Yahweh, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry, full of sin, no life in them. And he said unto me, son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahweh, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh Elohim unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. So this is what you will talk about, a resurrection, right? This is what you will call a resurrection. Verse 6, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring upon flesh, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahawah. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and said, I prophesied. There was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And is this not the resurrection? Dry bones, dead bones, right? Israel scattered to the four corners of the earth, saying that he will bring, let's let the Bible speak. Verse 8, and when I beheld, lo, sinews of and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Remember, when the Most High created Adam, or Adam, it says he created him, but then he blew the breath of life into his nostrils, right? So the life comes from who? The Most High Yahawah. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith Yahawah Elohim, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood upon and stood up upon their feet, an exceedingly great, what is it? Army. Who needs an army? Well, nobody needs one, but the Messiah will have one when he comes back. He will have a great army. These are the dry bones. The Messiah, Yahawashi HaMashiach, will have a great army. The vision is plain. Then he said unto me, son of man, these bones, let me highlight this so somebody can't say that it's something else. Verse 11, this great army that we just explained, it says, then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. So all of these bones that came together, that the Most High was telling Ezekiel to continue to prophesy about, and the breath came into him, and the skin came on him, and flesh, and all of these different things, is what? The whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. That's how we feel today, that our hope is lost. We're killing one another rapidly as brothers. Even the sisters is killing one another, slurring one another, backbiting one another. It feels like there is no hope for our nation of people, but there is, because the Most High prophesied and said that it was. It says, our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith Yahawah Elohim, behold, O my people, I will open your graves. Yeah, this is the resurrection that everybody say that they waiting on. He said he will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves. Where are people graves? Well, of course, you're in a grave. If you dead, they put you in the ground. But the Most High said you will come up out of your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you where? Into the land of what? Israel. People say they waiting to go to heaven. Where's heaven? It's going to be in Israel. After you resurrected, okay? I don't know where people talk about the rapture and all this old stuff. The church people be talking about, but the Bible says something different. Anyway, after you come out, if you are chosen one to come out them graves, right? He says he will bring you into the land of what? Israel. And ye shall know, right then and there, for the ones who didn't know, But you gonna basically he putting a stamp on it. He's letting you know right here in verse 13. And you shall know that I am Yahawah when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves. Yeah, you gonna know then. And shall put my spirit in you. So now his spirit, it will dwell in those people that were raised out of the graves. Now, I know that this is gonna happen physically, but on the spiritual sense, when you were taken out of that darkness of the world and living in a life of sin, this is why he says that you are now dead and walk in the spirit. And that body of sin is dead. So on a spiritual sense, it's asking you to do that while we are still alive. To put away the evil, put away the wickedness, so you may be able to walk in this spirit as you are here today. And then it will happen on another physical realm where when you actually pass away and are put in the grave, and the Most High comes back to raise you from your grave. Verse 14, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Where? In your own land. Which land is that? Of course, in verse 12, it already told us, Israel. Then shall ye know that I, Yahawah, have spoken it and performed it, saith Yahawah. So after all these things happen, as he says, you will know. How will you know? Because it's already written about, it's already prophesied about that he's going to do these things. So yes, the dry bones is Israel. This is why he tells us so much. Hearken, listen, turn from your wicked ways. As Paul says, renew your mind, redeeming the time in the book of Ephesians. Not, as Peter says, not living as you used to live. Let me see if I can get this real quick. Sometimes my thing be tripping. Let me see. This is what Peter is talking about right here. Let me see if I can even go to verse. This is what he's even talking about right here. I'll start at 16. Because it was written, be ye holy, for I am holy, or Quadash. And if ye call on the Father, who without respect of person judgeth according to every man's work, pass the time of your sojourning here in fear of the Most High, right? For as much as you know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things as silver and gold, for your vain conversation received by tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of Hamashiach, as the Lamb without a blemish and without spot, who verily, or who truly was foreordained before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last days for what? For you, who by him do believe, Salakia, who by him do believe in the Most High, that raised him up from the dead and gave him glory, that your faith and hope might be in the Most High Yahawah. Seeing you have what? Purified, meaning you cleansing yourself. You have cleansed yourself, purified your soul in obeying what? The truth through the spirit of the Rakah, unto what? Unfringed love of brethren. See that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently, being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of the Most High Yahawah, which liveth and abideth forever. For all flesh is as grass, and the glory of man as the flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. But the word of the Most High, of the word of Yahawah, endureth forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. Now, in the very next chapter, look what he says. Chapter 2, newborn babes. Wherefore, laying aside all malice, which is evil intent, all guile, which is lying, hypocrisy, envies, and all evil speaking, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk, of the word, that ye may grow thereby. If so, be you have tasted that Yahawah is gracious, to whom coming as unto the living stone, disallowed indeed of man, but chosen of the Most High, are precious. Ye also, as lively stones are built up as a spiritual house and a Qadash priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahawashi HaMashiach. So this is what it's talking about, that we need to cleanse ourselves, right? That we need to be obedient. So this is what it continues to go on and on again. Let me get this in the book of Sirach. Once again, this is in the 1611 King James Version. 1611 King James Version. The book of Ecclesiasticus. And I'm going to start at verse 23 real quick. There is a wickedness, and the same an abomination, and there is a fool wanting wisdom. So even fools want wisdom. He that have small understanding and feareth the Most High Yahawah is better than one that have much wisdom and rebels or transgresseth the law of the Most High Yahawah. So think about that, brothers and sisters. Stay on target. Stay on task. Continue to edify one another. Continue to build in the nation. And just remember, we are those dry bones that will be raised up, awakened, and taken back to our land. As we read in a few other scriptures today, be of good cheer, right? Endure patiently. For our brother, our friend, the Messiah, Hamashiach Yahawashi, is coming back to gather us and put us in our own land. And with that, I'm going to get ready to get out of here, and I say Shalawam. Hopefully it was edifying. Like I say, if you don't have your 1611 King James Version, please get you one. Order you one online. If you need help, let me know, and we'll get you one. But it's very important that you have that. Okay? Very important. Like I say, I hope it was edifying. With that, we say all praises be to the Most High. Call Halal Yahawah, Shama Mashiach Yahushai, Shalawam, and Kwam Yesharah.
Killing off each other, doing our enemies a favor. Modern day slave masters want to slay ya. Got no protection, we the ones who need a savior.